If you want to start a business, then nailing your niche is the most important first step. So I had a question from a viewer, Jenna Marie, saying, do you have any advice on narrowing down business ventures? Such a big question, and it's the first hurdle and the first place where people slip when they're starting a new business, whether they're using AI or it's a more traditional business. And basically, there are three types of markets. There is wealth, there is health, and there's relationships. Everything kind of stems from one of these three. So you need to work out what your particular niche is from these larger markets. So we have, for example, wealth might include real estate, it might include investing, it might include setting up your own business and entrepreneurship. You need to find these submarkets and then niche down one step further into something that you can truly own. You're going to try and make a category of one rather than competing with everybody else in a red ocean. So what I'd recommend is you first start with working out what the market is. The major market is either wealth, health, or relationships. Then you work out what the submarkets are. So in wealth, it's going to be real estate, investing, foreign exchange, whatever it is. And then from there, you're going to define your particular niche therein. Finding your particular category of one is where you're going to have to do a lot more footwork yourself. So you're going to sit down with 2 bits of paper, and I recommend doing this on paper because it's easier to get the creative juices flowing. And you're going to have 2 different lists, one on each piece of paper. One is going to be things that you are good at. What are you skilled at? What do people come to you for when they need advice with it? What are your certifications? What are your qualifications? You're going to write them all down on this one list. On the other list, you're going to write things that you enjoy doing. Doesn't need to be passionate, but needs to be things that you enjoy spending time doing, things that get you into a flow state, things where you lose time, things that if you had free time, you'd choose to do. And you're going to have these 2 different lists, which are going to be things that you're good at and things that you enjoy doing. You're now going to look for commonalities between the 2. And hopefully you'll be able to find them, because often we spend a lot more time doing things that we enjoy. And because we spend more time doing them, we become more skilled at doing so. So you'll tend to find there are going to be things in these lists that are on both. And this is where you're going to focus. Once you have this short list of the combined, I like them and I'm skilled at them activities, we're going to justify whether or not there is a market for them. Finding something that we are good at and we enjoy doing is all very well and good, but we need to make sure that the market will reward us. People are willing to pay us for what we're doing with our skills and our interests. This is where it's really important to do research. Find out what the market is already. Are there people already making cash around this kind of area? And if so, what can you do to kind of find a niche within that that's going to be uniquely yours? We're not actually looking to break into a whole new market all by ourselves. This is very risky, and it's only for companies that have a huge amount of budget to actually push something that's entirely new. All you're trying to do is find a way to fit into a larger market in your own unique way. So that's going to be a combination of your skills, it's going to be a combination of your interests within this market that already exists. And then on top of that, you're going to layer your personal brand, you're going to layer what makes you uniquely you, and your own take on how you're going to solve the problems of the people in this market. This all takes a lot of work, and you need to go through multiple steps to get there. AI can help, so I've written some prompts which can help you with the brainstorming process and help you find commonalities between what you're good at and what you enjoy doing. And AI can also help you with the research step. So this is why I always say that you cannot start a business with AI and just rely on AI by itself, but instead you can use AI, leverage AI in order to make the processes that we should be doing anyway easier using AI. I've actually created a course called The Niche Navigator, as well as written multiple playbooks around the topic of finding your particular niche. If you follow the link in my bio, you're going to be able to find something called The Vault. The Vault has multiple playbooks inside which answer this exact question. They walk you through the process I've just outlined. And then there's an actual course, a full course called Niche Navigator, which will get you even further into answering this question. It's a super important question early on because a lot of people will just have an idea and they'll run with the idea regardless of whether there's a market or not for it, and they end up a year or 2 down the line realizing that the idea doesn't work. Whereas if you spend more time and you invest more effort earlier on, you can work out whether your business idea is a goer immediately, and then you can decide whether you're going to spend your time and your money building that business. So it is a really important question, and it's important that you nail it early on before you start to invest.